Hi everybody, you're very welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jim Hickey. I have coached thousands of riders from beginners to Olympians. Today I want to talk about having a good night's sleep. So sometimes riders, speaking to them the day of the show, they say, look, my energy was low. And of course I will say, how is your energy of your horse? And oh yeah, my horse is great, but I just, it's a bit low in energy. And it's important to know that the benefit of managing your state, your energy, and there's so many different ways to manage your energy, but we all need an X amount of hours sleep. So it happens the night before. So ask yourself, if your first class is on the morning at 8 o'clock, you have to be up, and if you're going to ride your horse before you show, you need to work backwards and what time to get up and time to do your mindful work in the morning and time to hydrate, time to eat, whatever it is. If you do not get an early night's sleep, and if you're not up in time, you're going to have stress. Your energy is going to be low, and if you're rushing, you're not going to be in that great flow state that you need to be in when you enter that arena. So the importance of having an early night's sleep is so obvious, but sometimes common sense isn't that common after all. So importance of asking yourself, what time do I need to be in bed? So recently a rider was early to go in the morning, and we worked backwards. We talked through it, ideally, and the rider was surprised how early she had to go when she worked out the earliness of her class and how much she had to do beforehand. And she came up at the time she was going to go to bed, and she was thrilled that I can see the breakthrough moment. Oh my God, it's earlier than I thought. And then how to go to sleep. Some riders would ask me, Jim, I get anxious at night time. I'm panicking, and what do I do? So the most important thing to do is to, again, create your own Instagram. You have to create your own Instagram by looking back at the rounds you're proud of. Anxiousness comes from worry about the future, but when you look back and see how well you've done in the past and fill yourself up with, God, I rode that was a great round. I recently asked a rider, when did you ride that horse? When was a great round? And she said, Kentucky, when I rode this class. So go back to shows that you're proud of, look at them, and try and fall asleep to them. Try and fall asleep to the basking and bathing in the glory. And another technique is to watch your heroes. Watch rounds that motivated you, that inspired you, people you look up to. And as you do that, you'll feel, wow. And as you sleep and you feel these powerful energies, you'll marinate on it, you'll reflect on it in your sleep, and you flood your subconscious mind. It's the best thing you can do. The opposite to that is watching a horror movie and waking up terrified with nightmares. You create your dream day ahead by reminding yourself and stepping into the boots, the hat, the jods of your heroes. And again, in the morning, say, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to wake up and watch my great rounds. And especially if that horse, or the horses, you're going to jump tomorrow, so you're in that flow state, you're in that connection to your animal. And the same with the classes of your heroes. That God, if my role model rode in this class, where was that arena, and here's where I'm going to compete. So as much as you can, you flood your subconscious with your greatest moments, your hero's greatest moments, so you're excited to sleep and you fall asleep on this good energy. And again, knowing exactly when to get up and what time to go to bed, as much as you can to honor that. And this will become a habit. It will get better and better and better. So these are the techniques that will put you into a beautiful deep sleep, and your awareness then of what time you sleep. And ask yourself, how many hours do I need that I feel fresh? And be disciplined. This is going to serve me tomorrow. I'm going to feel unbelievable energy tomorrow because I'm going to get my correct amount of hours to sleep. So having watched your rounds and your heroes rounds, and if you're still really excited, I would suggest to do a meditation. I go to sleep every night with mantras that I repeat to drop me down into my heart, so I'm relaxed and I'm having a good sleep. And actually one of my things is to repeat, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, that I planned to start my day with thank yous so that I can be grateful in advance for my day that I've already had, that I've given my best. You know, I've lived my best life, and I've tried to improve everything I did throughout the day, and given thanks. That's a beautiful way, and that in itself is a meditation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now online, I've so many other types of meditations that writers say. I've listened to this one when I went to sleep. You know, a writer from Ireland recently told me that I listened to this meditation at night time when I felt this. I was just so happy, because I know he's becoming aware of what's causing him stress, and he's going for the solution to drop himself into that relaxed place where he can sleep and look forward to the next day instead of being anxious for the next day. So please embrace these techniques. I promise you they work. And again, as always, if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe below.